That was way too funny. Like, that was being serious.
All right, let's start this.
I like that.
Let's do our intro. Should we bounce every intro?
No, I don't like bouncing.
I do. Now I do.
I'm a raging introvert, so all of this is very uncomfortable for me.
I feel fine.
Not this. This is comfortable for me, but
I feel fine with all of this. So I'm going to do the bounce. All American.
Very all American.
All right, happy hump day, happy hour. It is
Do you
Wednesday.
think my arms are too hairy?
Time
That's
for
a dumb
a
question.
distraction.
Don't even answer
No,
that.
I
No,
don't.
because they're not.
I've seen some gnarly, hairy arms, and also this back region. I've seen some.
But there's nothing.
I don't. You know what? I shouldn't be saying this. I don't want anybody watching if they have like really bad, gnarly back hair.
It's not. No, they can't do anything about it. It's kind of like the homeless people in LA. Like, we don't want to blame things on them. Man, you can't. No. I mean, come on. I have some hair on my back, and I tweak my shoulders and all that stuff. Try to keep it all trimmed up. But yeah, I mean, hair is hair.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about it other than doing something about it.
I don't do any maintenance, so.
On yourself?
Nothing.
That's true because I do it for her.
Anyways, we're having a cocktail today. We already started with one, if you can't tell. I am.
And what's that called?
I'm a little pre-funky.
Pre-funk.
We're pre-funking.
And what does that stand for?
Pre-function. It's from sorority days in college. Before an event or function, we would
what was college
pre-drink.
Like?
It was amazing, babe.
I remember my first beer. Actually, I do. I threw it up because beer is disgusting.
Beer's gross. I didn't throw up my first beer because that's pretty weak, but I do not like beer. It fills you up too much, except for a really, really, really amazing Hefeweizen.
Okay, that sounds German.
I just like to say it. But that's not what we're having today. No beer, no beer here today. We are having. What are we having? I don't even understand what's going on here.
Looks like you got ahead of yourself there. Bit off a little more than you could chew.
I don't like to ask questions. I
Sometimes
really go with the flow. So. Okay.
Actually, before we even talk about like making drinks,
yeah,
we should talk about our trip because we just posted a video about how we are going to the Dominican Republic.
Canceled. Why don't you start making a drink?
All right, fine.
While we talk about it.
All right, here's what I'm gonna make. Just so you know, I'm gonna make you a. Okay, you know a mule?
Yes.
What are they called? Just a mule?
Yeah,
What's
I
on the
don't
menu?
know.
When
Moscow
it's in the
mules.
Moscow
mules.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, babe. Anytime I forget Russian things, I just ask you, and you remember all the Russian things.
Duh.
Just like Trump. I mean. Okay, so today I'm not gonna make a Moscow mule. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I don't like Putin.
Always going back to politics. Okay, go on.
I'm gonna make you a Mexican mule. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm half Mexican.
This.
I wish I was half Mexican.
I was gonna say that.
I would be proud to be half Mexican. I'm not sure how to say this anymore.
Me
because
neither.
I want to be politically correct. I wish I was half Mexican because I love Mexican people and culture and everything. And a lot of people do think I'm maybe half Mexican,
because
which makes it even better.
Yes.
Well, that was maybe racist.
It was?
I don't know.
Why?
But anyway, we love Mexican everything, and we love going to Mexico, and we were trying.
He even loves Mexican women.
Baby, come on. You gotta let it go. I chose you.
He did choose me after all of the choices that he had, but they were all.
Okay, so I was dating.
Okay.
Very lightly dating.
Laura.
Two girls. No, Tony.
I know Tony, but
yeah,
before
also
Tony
Laura.
there was Laura.
Yes. But anyway, and then Tony, and then you and I started dating. We went on one date, and then I called up Tony, and I was like, I am so sorry to do this to you, but I just went on a date with somebody, and I really feel like there's something special there. So I feel like you and I shouldn't go out on our next date, which was already on the calendar right now, because I feel like there's something serious. And she, remember what she said? She like broke down and was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
I feel my heart goes out to her.
You should send her a card.
You should send her a card. Yeah, when's her birthday?
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well,
Tony's super nice girl.
And yes, and there is something special between us. It's your cocktail.
I make a cocktail.
Okay. You start making that, and I was going to tell you about our trips. And
Okay,
stuff.
go.
Yeah. So
Did I say what I was gonna make? Mexican Mule.
Yes.
But I'm gonna kick it up a notch. So I'm gonna do a Sangria Mexican Mule. So I'm gonna do some red wine.
Okay.
A little bit of fruit.
I'm starting to put together all these ingredients here.
This is actually really common where you
doing?
can go places, bars, and they have different mules. And you can do a Moscow Mule, which would be vodka. You could do a Mexican Mule, which is tequila, maybe mezcal. And you could do an Irish Mule, maybe, which is Scott. You know,
Beer.
Sorry, that's maybe a faux pas because it would be Scotland, not Irish, Scottish.
Yeah.
For Scotch.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
any spirit, mix your spirit with ginger beer and lime, and then you have a mule. So I'm going to make you a Mexican mule, but I'm going to make it a sangria mule by adding some red wine, and then just I'm actually going to do some blackberry in there, and then our citrus juice. So talk about our trip, please.
We got back from LA last weekend, and it was wonderful. And since we're Inspirato members, as soon as we got back, we got to book another trip. And we jumped the gun a little bit. We woke up
Like we do.
and we got super excited and we got super anxious, and we're like, let's book the first thing that is awesome. The first thing that's the most awesome. So we booked the Dominican Republic for 4 nights, and then we had a little cold feet because they just issued a state of emergency.
That was earlier in the
You saw
month.
it earlier in the month.
They did.
But
So
yes.
it was earlier in September. Sarah, Reagan's mom, was like a little bit concerned with it, but I think it was mostly the travel, right? It was like
It was also
more
the
than
travel.
24 hours of travel, or no?
Yeah, I
Close?
think no. With the red eye, it was 19 hours.
To go south.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to the other side of the planet.
Right.
You know, like we're going to Germany or whatever's over there. I've never been there.
Europe.
I am?
No. Anyways, right. So it was a really long day to get there. So we booked instead. We're super excited to go to Hawaii. So we're going to Hawaii now, and not quite as soon as we were going to go to the Dominican Republic. We are going mid-October, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it? 17th, 18th?
17th, yes. So
17th.
October 17th, then we're going to Hawaii. We're going to be in San Diego already, in Coronado, and we're going to fly from there to Hawaii, which is awesome.
You know what
cheap
my mom's
tickets.
going to say? She's going to be,
What?
stop telling people where you're going to be when you're going to be home.
Why? Because they
Because
think
they'll
they're going to
come
rob
rob
our
you.
house?
Yeah, you got to admit, that was a really good impression of my
Honestly,
mom.
it would save us the garage sale
yeah.
trip. Because we need to get rid of a ton of stuff.
I'm going to use this wine that we have left over from Jelaine.
Yes, from
Middle
Scout and
Jane?
Cellar.
Scout and Cellar. That's her
Middle
logo.
Jane
I would
from
peel it
Jane.
off, but it's a very
Yes.
sticky sticker. Jelaine, you should use less sticky stickers, and then I can put them up in front of the
I don't know if
camera.
she
What?
is the person in charge of the stickers.
I'm the person in
Is
charge
that
of the drink.
rude?
I don't think so.
Anywho, so we're super excited about Hawaii. Cole, I think, is especially excited about it because of the tide pools. He keeps talking about the tide pools, and he's ready to explore snorkeling.
Are you saying tide pools?
Pools?
Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure. Do you like tequila?
This guy.
You
How
know what I
much
love?
tequila are you putting in there?
It depends on how long it takes you to answer me. Do you like it?
I do.
Oh, okay. Woo! I can
Woo.
stop because that's strong.
So you did wine first, then tequila.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny about this tequila is that,
Can't wait.
oh boy, red wine.
Not on my duck pants. I'm wearing my plaid duck pants today.
With pockets.
Yeah, get your sticky fingers away from my ducks. And I understand now that the Pac-12 is going to play finally, although I'm just annoyed with this. We're not going to talk about football.
No,
Sorry.
that's fine, actually, because guess what? I want to talk
Sorry.
about football. I want them to start back up so we can do this. I want to duck pee.
Yes, show them our duck pee.
All right, so duck pee. We would be making this cocktail right now because it's actually a Lockwood specialty in collaboration with Toby Keith, registered trademark. And it's one of my favorite drinks with Andy Wozni. We would go and have these sometimes during the day. I don't know for sure, but at his place it was called a trash can because they would make this punch bowl cocktail and then mix it with a Red Bull. Actually, you wouldn't even mix it. They would take a Red Bull and pour it upside down in the mason jar and just like sit there, and that's why it was called trash can, because it was like everything plus the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
And so I took the same thing, but instead of just the blue curacao that made his drink blue, we added, what did we do? Less blue curacao. We used triple sec instead of curacao and just enough curacao to make it green instead of blue, and then it's called duck pea.
It really is green, but then we also got these nifty cups ordered because I was in real estate at the time.
Denver Duck Realtor. So it has a recipe on there, duck pea. These were custom-made cups. I made the logo.
You sure did. And look at the little duck piddling.
Oh my gosh, that duck. He looks like he's up to no good.
He's so cute. All right, we're not having duck pea today. We're having a sangria. Not Moscow Mule, it's a sangria.
Mexican Mule.
Mexican Mule.
So, all right, what I already did was some lime juice because it's Mexican and because it's a mule. And then, this was what I was saying. This is so cool because right now we are making it with this tequila, and it's signed by my good friend George Clooney, best friends.
George.
Oh my gosh, we go way back, like way before Ocean's 13 or Ocean's 12. What was it?
11.
Ocean's 11. That's when he and I first started hanging out on my couch while I watched the movie. But this is the Reposado.
Awesome.
Don't make any jokes about it, please.
I'm trying not to.
I know.
Okay. We're going to move on and keep mixing those mixes.
Here's what I'm going to do.
What?
This is, since we already have this stuff, we always talk about Leopold Brothers. So this is the blackberry liqueur. And I've mentioned before that we bought so much of this stuff, and it's a big bottle, and you can only use a tiny bit of it for any cocktail. So we would put it back into the liquor stand, liquor drawer, liquor cabinet. What do you call everything?
A liquor cabinet?
I don't know how things work. Anyway, and then it would turn brown. And to keep it purple, we put this in the fridge as soon as we bought and opened this one.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the tiniest amount in here because I don't think we should even have it really for the recipe, but I kind of want to get rid of it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do...
I see how it would add some really good flavor for the sangria-ness.
like a quarter of an ounce, okay? Just enough to help us get rid of it. Because it's very delicious. But we have so much we have to get rid of. So I want to use it every opportunity we get. All right. So that's all booze. No, I'm sorry. Also, that's lime juice. And Lockwood Effect is...
Hashtag.
Okay, actually, Lockwood style.
Let's
just call it a Lockwood Effect, which means at least 50% booze.
Yes. Lockwood Effect
good with that?
is strong drinks. And the effect is... you get a little drunk. This is why I don't usually pre-funk before we do these, because this is turning out to be a bit of a shit show.
That's the best kind of show. Well, it's the best kind of happy hour.
It's the best kind of happy hour, I suppose. Only if people watching are tipsy too.
Watching? What do you keep talking about? Where are these cameras?
The cameras.
All right.
Okay.
So... then we're going to add some ginger beer. Let me see how fizzy it is, though.
Oh, God, you have to tell them about Colt this weekend with the lemonade. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So Colt and Reagan and I were in L.A., we were in Beverly Hills, and this was when Erin in Brooklyn were at her gig, her modeling gig. So Colt and Reagan and I went to the grocery store and got them a drink, and Colt got one of these ice lemonade thing, so it was fizzy. And then we went outside the grocery store, and he started drinking his or something, and then he walks over, and he's like, Reagan, Dad, watch this. And he like shuts it again, and he starts shaking it up. And Reagan and I, this has all happened in like 1/800th of a second, right? but it's in the whole slow-mo thing, like when you're getting crashed into in a car. And we're like, he must know something we don't know. And then he goes to open it. And I'm thinking, he's going to show how no matter how much you shake it, it doesn't like fizz over. But he opens it just a little bit and it starts spraying everywhere. But the miraculous part is he's like there in his very nice clothes and it's like spraying out of the cap this direction and this direction and all over here, but not on him. It's just like everywhere else. And it's just spraying and he had these big eyes. And then he like finally figured out that he was going to shut it again. And Reagan and I were like, what? And then Reagan says, what did you think was going to happen? And he's like, I don't know. The first time I opened it, it just went,
You know why this is so funny is because, first of all, I wasn't there, which is probably why they got a soda. Because I'm a little bit of a sugar Nazi, and he's never had, like, a soda like that. They've had Shirley Temples before, but that's in a glass. They've never had, like, a soda where you open it. So he was curious that the sound it made.
Oh yeah, you could be right. You could be right.
I'm positive.
All right, I'm gonna eyeball this because I want it to be at least 50% booze.
That's why he didn't know.
There we go. That's good. By the way,
our poor kids haven't lived.
You're gonna like this ginger beer, especially because it's called Cock and Balls. Sorry, Cock and Bull. Cock and Bull.
I knew you had that wrong.
Yeah, Cock and Bull. Same thing though, right? Yeah, I don't know.
No, a bowl is different than a ball.
But when I was shopping for those today, this one said it's like, oh yeah, right here, the extra ginger soft drink.
Okay, so
and then what?
What is it?
Ginger
beer.
Is it
ginger ale or ginger beer?
Oh yeah, ginger beer. I actually looked this up because our favorite place, Fever Tree. Everybody out there, anytime we post a cocktail, they're like, "Oh, I love Fever Tree. I love Fever Tree for club soda or whatever."
Yeah.
And so they had all these amazing ginger ales from Fever Tree, and one of them was spiced orange. I was like, they'd be perfect with my red wine sangria.
Yummy.
Yeah, and it's like kind of getting into fall now. I was like, that's perfect. But I was like, I don't know if ginger ale is the same thing as ginger beer. Ale and beer, we all often think of as the same thing. So I Googled it real quick before I bought it. Also, I asked the guy who worked there. I was like, hey, if I don't get ginger beer, can I use ginger ale? He literally kicked me in the face. Not even kidding.
A mule kick? Yeah. Wait, isn't that...
That was really good. That was really good.
But that wasn't like a dirty joke that I'm not aware of, right? That's actually when you get kicked.
Like your oil
literally.
change? I was thinking about the oil change. All right, no.
I don't actually know dirty stuff, and then
when
I hear
dirty
phrases,
stuff.
I repeat them as if they're literal.
Don't give yourself so much credit.
I know very little about it.
All right, let me throw some ice in here. I'm so sorry, it's so loud. Also messy. I wonder if I'm going to be able to shake this with all this fizz.
Oh no, this is just like cold.
Okay, put that aside for 1 sec, but not too long. God dang it.
What? You have to leave again?
No, I'm not going to do it. I know it's like tradition, but this isn't a martini, so I really just stir it anyway, so that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, you forgot
the top, but you know why? Because I broke it the other day. I broke our glass pint that goes on top.
I was wondering where that was.
That's why I've been shaking it with plastic, but that's just no bueno. Anyway, this is good because we're going to put it on ice. So messy. My gosh, let me clean up your mess.
Oh, excuse you.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
What do you want today, balls?
Ooh, please, I mean, we are having Cock and Balls ginger ale, right?
They're not crystal clear because those
that
did not work.
No.
I kind of know why. We'll fix it later.
I think
that'll be in a future episode.
Distilled water.
You could do that also, but Austin actually turned me on because we were talking about this on our last call, and he's like, "This is a whole thing, and there are very special, like, yeah, you can start with distilled water, but also special molds that are made for this that are like really make it crystal clear. So we're probably going to invest in those. Some cost as much as $140.
Well, on that note,
Baby,
I'm
how
buying
much
a
you
new
spent on your
bikini.
I was literally going to say how much you spent on bikinis.
I'm getting a new one.
Okay. Let's get fancy. I'm going to stick this right here. I'm sorry.
This is going to be fun. I like how you do a different garnish every time. It's not always the same decoration. And speaking of decorations, he's changing our decor all the time. Not so much in this house, more the basement with the studio setup and stuff, because that's more fun. We're only renting this place, so we're not too keen on redecorating all the time. Woo!
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
This is
a little more garnish.
Lovely.
A little more garnish. You know what?
Yeah. Ooh, we're going hardcore with the garnish.
Fuck everything. We're doing 2 blackberries.
I know. This is the man berries.
Is that good? It's sangria. Fruit it up. Fruit it the F up. F it
Oh,
the
now
F
you're afraid to say the F word?
Why? Because I already said it?
I have to bleep it out.
I know. Look at this mess you made. Blackberry.
Just keep it. No! Okay. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Check it. Okay, come here. Cheers. Oh, that's different than what I was expecting. I was expecting kind of more like a margarita. With the tequila, I automatically feel like it's going to be a margarita. That is really delicious. You never let me down, baby.
You do?
No. No, know that you never let me down. Never lets me down.
That's not bad.
Gosh, it's really good. I was a little bit nervous because I'd never had this, and I'm not a big fan of Moscow mules because the ginger flavor takes over the vodka flavor, but it doesn't take over the tequila flavor too much.
And it's surprising because this is
actually better
extra
balanced.
Ginger soft drink. And this one, it's so gingery. I taste it. Here, taste it. But you don't get it in this because it's just not enough. It's amazing that when we were doing the cocktail last week, we ended up making it with that other.
Of gingery.
We made it with the that apple, the organic apple and ginger vodka, and you really got the ginger from that. And this, even though that tastes super gingery, not too much from this.
No, it's perfect. I think the difference is the tequila versus the vodka, and then even your little added flavors balance it out so well. Not too gingery at all.
It's great.
It's so good.
Great thing about tequila is you don't have to go nuts with sweetness, you know? I mean, I guess we do that sometimes if we're making a margarita and then you're going to use, well, you could use simple because most places do, but we don't because just lime and tequila alone is great.
It's really good.
But then you could throw the orange liqueur or whatever in there. But this, I think just the blackberry liqueur, a little bit in there, sweetens it up enough where it's already super well balanced.
I agree. That's delicious.
All right, where are we going?
Well, not the Dominican Republic. Do you think we made a mistake on the Dominican? Because I'm so excited about Hawaii too. So excited about Hawaii too. We just have to wait a little longer to go. Because I might be very easygoing, but I'm not the most patient. I like to get stuff right away.
Yeah, apparently things in Hawaii right now, like you're supposed to have a quarantine, but we don't have to worry about that because United Airlines supposedly has started a thing where they test us.
On the flight.
On the flight out.
But I understand that October 15th, they're lifting a lot of the restrictions. So either way, whether we get tested on the flight or restrictions are lifted. Oh my God, this drink is really strong.
It doesn't hit you that fast. It's not
I need
heroin.
to go. I need to go. All right, stay tuned for... Oh, wait, I wanted to give a little fun fact.
We'll do it. We're not in a hurry.
You need to subscribe.
You know, some people make these things. Joe Rogan's episodes are 3 hours long.
Not us.
And then the other happy hour people that my brother sent over, theirs are like over an hour. We've got time. Take your time.
Okay. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a fun fact. Only 70% of viewers are actual subscribers. Why?
Wait, 7 or 70?
70.
That's a lot. I think it's 7.
It's the opposite.
70% of people?
70% are not subscribers.
Okay. Thank God.
Damn it.
That was, wow.
I need to go.
You're dyslexic, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and I am. That's a processing disorder, actually. So that's why my things come out backwards. So
Enough said.
what I'm trying to say is, let me say this another way. Only less than 30% of our viewers are subscribers. 70% plus are not subscribing.
So that's an interesting tidbit, but mostly it's like, if you like watching these things, then you should subscribe, and it helps us continue doing them.
Exactly.
And
it does help.
Gives you alerts when we post new ones, and then we don't miss you, because we really like to hear what you guys think of these drinks.
Yes.
Oh, man. Wow. Too bad we just did tequila, because I've really been wanting to do the Lockwood Margs that our whole family really enjoys. That's such a fun drink. We got to put that on the list.
Oh, those margaritas. Yes. That is like the perfect, I think we need to wait until like the spring, late spring, because that is the perfect summer pitcher
I don't know if I can wait that long.
No, we can't. We're going to be drinking tequila all summer.
It's a game changer. And if you don't believe me, ask my whole family. Like, as soon as we're like, oh, here's a drink, now everybody makes them. We all do them when we get together for holidays, and it's very easy to do riffs on them, like tweak it up to make it a spicy one.
Or low-cal, low sugar.
It is the most delicious, easy margarita you'll ever make.
So good. On another episode. You're such a weirdo.
I know.
I love you.
I know. I know all the things. We didn't cheers, by the way.
We did.
Bad luck. We did?
We did.
No, because you cheered the camera, and I was here.
And then I cheered you.
You did?
I'm so sorry you guys had to see that.
We'll go back in it.
Fight. I'm sorry this got
ugly. So this is what it's like.
To fight all the time. All right. I'm ready to sign
do
off.
Me a favor.
I'm ready to go.
No, I don't want to go yet.
Okay, what?
I don't know. Wait. Shh. Do you hear kids?
Nope. Those are kids in the backyard. Not our backyard. We don't keep kids in the backyard. Those are somebody else's kids in their backyard.
Do me a favor. Take a sip of this.
No.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling really drunk now by the end of this.
Just a sip, not a shot. Just take a sip.
A sip is a shot.
What do you think of it?
Okay. I don't want you to tip it or anything. That's really good tequila. College. Everything came back to me, like college memories.
That's so good. I'm gonna let my friend George know, that you like it. I used to, I still want to do this, but I just don't think it's gonna happen anymore. But like 10, 15 years ago, I always wanted to do what I called a vision quest, which is from, like, I don't know, Native American culture.
Also Australia, it's called a walkabout.
A walkabout.
A walkabout.
With Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
No, but I wanted to go down to Mexico. And say, I'm actually going to take one of those buses from Denver down to Mexico, and it says...
I could actually see you doing this.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like a bus, like a Greyhound bus that goes down there, DM in Mexico. I can't remember what the name of the bus was, but it would take people who wanted to go to Mexico down there. So I want to ride that and then get off, and I would have to hitchhike and find my way,
Greyhound?
work my way, whatever. No, but thank you.
No.
You're so funny. I would have to find my way to, like, Playa del Carmen, where I would meet
Laura.
friends. Not Laura.
That is where you met Laura.
Yes, that's where I met her, but
I'm not jealous. They didn't go out, actually. He just had a huge crush on her.
Well, we played chicken. She was on my shoulder. It's kind of like a third date right there. But, like, I would just go down there with, like, one bottle of tequila and some cash, and then I would have to make some money and work my way across Mexico. But I'm talking like boots and jeans and white t-shirt and cowboy hat, and just work my way across. Because again, I just love Mexico, Mexican culture, Mexican people, and that's been like since like the mid-90s, when I lived next to some guys who were from Mexico, and I would see them like hanging out on the patio right next to my place, my apartment. every night. And I'd walk by and I'm like, man, I wish I was part of that because they were just having so much fun just drinking their cervezas. I think it's amazing.
Well, we're going to visit Mexico really, really soon. Not that kind of a quest, more of a maybe a luxury quest instead of a vision quest, because I'm super excited about Inspirato and exploring.
I am too.
Yeah, and I want to go to, I think it's called Punta de Mita, which is really Puerto Vallarta.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that on the air. Do you have any idea what that means? You got it wrong.
Was that a bad word?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh gosh.
You literally just said.
I know you're messing with me. I did not say
You did.
that. He's messing with me. Okay. I'm ready to go. I want to go.
Oh, yeah, sorry, because you've had a lot to drink, so.
I've had one and now two.
Oh, no, I thought
and you made
you
me
have to
sip
pee.
that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to go.
All right, we can go.
Goodbye. Happy hump day. Happy hour. We will see you next week. Cheers.